Hi, I'm Henry from Shaw.co.uk, and today I'm going to talk you through the O'Neill Superfreak, available now here at Shaw. So the Superfreak sits very much in the sort of middle, slightly, the lower half of the O'Neill range, I suppose is the best way to put it. It's designed to be a great price-pointed chest zip suit. Comes in obviously all the different thicknesses, so a 3-2, so that's 3mm on the chest, 2mm on the arm, a 4-3, 4mm on the chest, 3mm on the arm, and a 5-4, which is the sort of top warmest one from that. So this is the 4-3 I've got in front of me today. The features are exactly the same on all the different varieties, but it's just obviously happens to happen here. So, chest zip. So the Superfreak uses O'Neill's fuse system, so that's front upper zipper entry. So as you can see, it has a long chest zipper along the front here with a little tab. So you undo the tab, stops the zip moving, and then you can undo the chest zip. To get into the suit, you basically pull this open and you climb in. It's a little bit difficult to start, but once you've got the knack of it, it really does prove a benefit to the suit. And the nice thing about the O'Neill fuse system is they've really thought about it and really developed a system that allows great flexibility, but at the same time allows the water to drain out. One of the problems you had when chest zips first came back onto the market was that water was sitting all over the suit and it was really making you cold. So the fuse system has 3 drainage holes, has one in the arm here, so any water that gets in down here will pour straight through. One on the back, so any water that gets in this back panel just drains straight out. And a hidden one inside the suit, inside down here, just to allow the water to drain out of there as well. This means that the suit keeps you as dry as possible for the neck closure and really keeps the water off, therefore keeping you warmer. The problem is if you had water pooling in all these places, it would make you really cold and not have a very enjoyable time. So that's the zip system. In terms of the construction of the suit, the Superfreak is 100% Ultraflex neoprene. So that's not the most flexible neoprene O'Neill offer, that would be Techno Butter and Techno Butter 2. But it really is, for the price, a very, very flexible suit and really does allow good freedom of movement across. Just to mention, the suit comes in men's, ladies and kids, all the same across all the specifications. So no difference if you're buying the ladies version or the men's one. In terms of the panel layout on the suit, you have this shiny section on the front here. This is called single line neoprene. And the idea behind this is it's designed to be a bit more, it whips the water away in the wind. So if you're going to be sitting on your surfboard out in the sea, imagine the top half of you's on show. If you're going to be kite surfing, this is where all your vital organs are. So having this single line material on the front and on the back really allows you to keep as warm as possible and stops the wind getting in, I suppose, if that makes sense. It does compromise a little bit on stretch, but for warmth, really does add extra warmth into the suit. Following through the suit, obviously it's ultra flex all the way throughout, so the nice flexible neoprene all the way through, down to the very sturdy knee pads. Again, they help you just if you're going to be setting up on the beach or you're going to be kiting, it really just keeps the suit lasting a little bit longer. On the inside of the suit has an ultra flex firewall system. Again, if you're looking at the inside of the suit, it's this blue material. This material just allows the water to drain through quicker. So if you do have any water coming into the suit or in your chest area, just falls through and just keeps it off your organs. Obviously if water's sitting off your chest or your kidneys, that's the bit that gets you cold and then you don't stay in the water. So yeah, the Ultraflex DS Firewall, it's a nice system. Again, it may not be as advanced as some of the really flashy ones out there these days, but it really does, for a suitable option at a good price point, it really does offer a good option. So yeah, the Superfreak's really aimed at your sort of, anyone really, from your entry-level surfer, entry-level kayaker, all the way up to sort of your guy who goes in a bit and is looking for a dry suit to hang up so you can swap in and swap out. We really sell a lot of these. It's probably our best-selling summer suit and winter suit season on season. Just at the price point it's at, there isn't really much around that offers a similar price. If you can push your budget a little bit more, we definitely suggest looking at the O'Neill Hyperfreak. The Hyperfreak has just a slightly different type of neoprene, so it's a lot more flexible and is a tiny bit, well, I'd say a little bit warmer, but the main thing is it's just a lot more flexible and takes less weight when it's in the water. Or obviously if you can't afford this, maybe look at the Epic, which is again uses the glued and blind stitch seams, which the Superfreak has. So the glued and blind stitch seams, the idea behind that is that the neoprene, 2 bits of neoprene put together, and the needle only goes halfway through. That allows a really good quality stitch and seam without having to compromise on the water getting in. So you've got nice flexibility and water can't get in. So that's the O'Neill Superfreak, available in men's, ladies and kids, available now here at Shaw.co.uk.